Hello, my name is Taylor, and I'm going to be doing this project for government. And do I have your permission to upload this audio to Blackboard?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to start with asking you some background questions. So, what is your name?
Bob Havlu,
Okay, and how old are you?
46,
Okay, and where have you spent most of your life?
in Virginia.
Okay, and since high school, what jobs have you had, and why did you have them?
I've worked as a manager of a service center and enjoyed working with cars. I have worked with international research in a text mining company and am currently working with a company that does emergency response for hazardous materials spills and enjoy working in a industry that promotes safety and well-being for the public.
Okay, and what political party do you align yourself with?
The Republican.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and ask you some questions. More questions. Do you think America should be involved in an international conflicts that don't involve the United States but affect other countries around the world?
I do not believe the U.S. should be involved in international conflicts where the U.S. is not at danger for expansion of terrorism, but I do believe that it is the responsibility of the United States to help support and promote democracy, especially in countries that are led by dictatorships or individuals who are oppressing or suppressing the people of the country.
Okay, and should the federal government further regulate states' rights or should they be limited in regulating states' rights?
I feel like the federal government should be limited in having regulatory rights over the state rights. I believe that the states do have, as they are the United States of America, individual rights of themselves, and the federal government should promote international or national trade between the states and help facilitate movement of commerce and funds from state to state, but should not necessarily be involved in dictating what the individual states should be doing themselves.
Okay, and do you believe President Obama should be allowed to elect a new Supreme Court justice or should that decision be up to the next president?
From a constitutional standpoint, the existing president should be the one that should be nominating the Supreme Court justice. Um, while the decision to make the nomination may not necessarily align with my political beliefs or the political beliefs of others, I do not think it's fair to not allow the president who is existing to nominate the Supreme Court justice just because he's not in alignment with certain people's rights or beliefs in a political party.
Okay, and what do you think about the presidential candidates? And please be specific.
I believe the presidential candidates that are running now both have specific limitations. Obviously, Trump does not have political experience or a political background, though he does have the economic and the background of running businesses, which financially I believe could help the country. And Hillary Clinton does not have the support nor the backing of a lot of the United States citizens nor Congress, but she does have the experience of running for office and running in a political environment. Um, Either one of them, I do not believe, are fully committed to running the United States the way that I believe a candidate should be. It seems as if they're more interested in running for themselves, but we will see what happens in the future.
Okay, and one last question. During your life, what political era do you think had the best political atmosphere? Meaning, when do you think the federal government has gotten a lot done?
In my life, I would have to pull back to the early 80s in the Reagan era when we were coming out of the 70s, post Vietnam War, going into a potential recession, and the ability to pull the United States from a fiscal demise into prosperity and led, I think, a lot to the growth with the tech sector that went into the 90s.
Okay, thank you and have a good night.
Thank you.